What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. As you can tell by the title and thumbnail, today we're going to be speaking about Raphinha, a 25-year-old Brazilian international who currently plays at Leeds United and whose name has been circulating a lot around social media as far as having a potential departure from his current club. So for those that don't know by now, there have been multiple reports by journalists stating interest from certain clubs such as Barcelona, Arsenal, Chelsea, and Tottenham, but only two of those clubs seem to be more seriously interested in Raphinha, and those being Barcelona and Arsenal. There's been reports of saying that Barcelona already has personal terms agreed with Raphinha, but haven't submitted a bid. And there has also been reports that Arsenal have already submitted a bid that Leeds have already rejected, and multiple reports saying that they're going to keep intensifying their interest and hoping to submit another bid soon. Chelsea and Tottenham's interest has only been interest as far as what we know. There's been multiple, talks probably within each club regarding Raphinha and how much his price tag is probably going to be. But from what we know so far, it's that Barcelona are very interested but haven't submitted a bid, which could definitely be just due to their economic situation. For those that don't know, Barcelona have already gotten approved their economic levelers, but just haven't signed off. So that could be an issue that they're having to face. And Arsenal so far have been the club that are seriously interested and have already made approaches as far as speaking to Raphinha as agent and submitting a bid. And there's also been a lot of, I wouldn't say rumors, but reports saying that Arsenal are really interested and they're going to try to intensify talks to be able to acquire Raphinha as quick as possible. So something that has been reported multiple times before in the past is that Raphinha's dream move would be to Barcelona, and not only just to play for Barcelona, but to also play in the Champions League, something that Arsenal currently don't provide, as they're going to be playing in the Europa League next season. But something that we have to keep in mind is that Leeds don't even play in Europe at all. And last season they were fighting relegation. So I think wherever Raphinha ends up, playing at, whether that's a team that plays in Champions League or a team that plays in Europa League, it's going to be a lot better circumstance than playing with Leeds, who were fighting for relegation and who might probably be fighting relegation again this upcoming season. Another thing to take into consideration is that Arsenal's technical director, Edu, has very good relationship with Raphinha's agent, which could play a very key role in Arsenal being able to acquire Raphinha if they do meet Leeds' demands of what they want for Raphinha to be able to walk away from the club. Now, I do believe that it'd be a good fit for Raphinha if he ended up going to Arsenal, due to the fact that it was also reported that Gabriel Jesus is going to be joining Arsenal. While it hasn't been officially confirmed by Arsenal, it's been confirmed by very reliable journalists. And I say that that's something that would be good for Raphinha, is because he's going into a team with Brazilian national teammates in Gabriel Jesus, Martinelli, who hasn't played a whole lot for the national team but has been capped already, and then Gabriel Malaguez, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, Arsenal's defender who has played there for 2 seasons already. It'd be somewhere where he can fit comfortably, knowing that he has people that he already knows and that he's played with. I'm not saying that he wouldn't feel comfortable at Barcelona or that he wouldn't play good, but I believe that if you go somewhere, especially in the Premier League, somewhere where you've already played at, and then you're stuck around teammates that you're comfortable with, you've already had conversations with, you've shared locker rooms with, you're going to feel a lot more comfortable as a player. Which I believe is something that plays as a positive to Raphinha. He might not be thinking about that. He might just be, straight set on, like, I want to wait for Barcelona and see if they even end up submitting a bid. I want to play in Champions League football. But if you take into consideration the other teams that are also interested in him, as far as being Chelsea and Tottenham, taking those 3 Premier League clubs into consideration, I believe, in my honest opinion, that Raphinha would probably fit better at Arsenal. But let's look at Tottenham, for example. He'd be a solidified starter for sure at Tottenham, and he'd be accompanied by Son and Kane, which would be a front 3 that would probably be unstoppable, honestly. But my main, issue would probably be Antonio Conte. Looking at as a player, he's building a squad around, players that are necessary, players that have experience under his system already, but Antonio Conte doesn't necessarily always build around a team youth. He doesn't really build a team for the future. Usually he builds a team that he wants to win now, which is a good thing. But if you're looking at Raphinha, who's probably going to sign maybe like a 4 or 5 year contract, you also got to think about, well, at least from my opinion, you got to think about the future as well. Considering Antonio Conte, when Tottenham wasn't performing, he wanted to literally dip. He was having, thoughts about, possibly not wanting to manage Tottenham again because, like he said, he's a serial winner and he wants to win now, which is a good thing. But when you think about the future and the teams that Antonio Conte has built, he doesn't necessarily build around youth and thinking about the future as well. But it's something that you just got to keep into consideration, from my opinion. Looking into Chelsea actually has a very good squad, but they're going under a reshape. They've lost their defenders. So it's not really something that Chelsea is very, keen on bringing Raphinha. Do they need somebody in the right wing? Yes, but it's been reported that, they're looking to Raheem Sterling and they're considering their options in a center back. So they don't really seem to I don't want to say they don't care about Raphinha. I know they know that he's a good talent, but they don't seem like he's probably a priority right now. Which, if I'm Raphinha, I want to go to a team that really wants me, and that team that really wants him is Arsenal, and that says a lot, you know what I mean? Especially with it being reported that Mikel Arteta is really fond of Raphinha. You want to go somewhere where, you're wanted, somewhere where you're going to feel comfortable with the points where I said, he has teammates that he already has, previously played with. I think, to me, those are pretty important facts, and that's why I believe he would just fit better in the system, taking away, just simply as in he fits in the system because of his play style. Keeping all that aside, I just believe that comes to a better advantage to him. I'd love to see him at Barcelona. I think he'd play tremendously under Xavi as well. But keeping in mind the Premier League teams that are interested in him, I think it should be a better move for Raphinha to be able to go to Arsenal due to those points. When it comes down to being into the system that, where he's gonna fit better at, I can't sit here and give you a analytical opinion as far as he's gonna fit better in Mikel Arteta's system, or he's gonna fit better in Antonio Conte's system, or he's gonna fit better in Thomas Tuchel's system. While I think if he did go to Tottenham, he'd be a tremendous counterattacker with Kane and Son. I can't sit here and give you a full-blown knowledgeable opinion as far as he's going to fit in the system and he's going to score 30 goals a season, because I'd just be lying to you, and that's not something that I'm going to sit here. I'm giving you my opinion as if I was Raphinha and the things that I would look towards, and I think that'd be pretty key in a move towards his future, if you ask me. At the end of the day, Arsenal seem to be in pole position to be able to acquire Raphinha. But like I said, I think anywhere he ends up going to, whether that be Barcelona, Tottenham, or Chelsea, he's gonna be a tremendous player. He's gonna kill it. While his numbers might not back it up in previous seasons, Raphinha is a talent to keep your eye on no matter where he ends up going, because his technical ability is literally second to none. So by the looks of it, my opinion, by everything that's been reported, it looks like he's going to Arsenal. I'd like to see him in Barcelona or Arsenal, but I think if he ends up going anywhere else, he's going to kill it no matter what, because he's a great player and he's shown it with the Brazilian national team. But without making this video too long, wherever he does end up going in the future, we're definitely going to be doing, some analysis to wherever he does end up going to see how he plays and how it ends up turning out, and just giving our opinions throughout the season of how he does end up performing. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned to the next one.